From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. Jacob deGrom gets the starting nod for the Mets. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, if my life was on the line, Jacob deGrom would be pitching that game for me. Approaches triple digits regularly. Incorporated that four-seam fastball a couple of seasons ago. He can sink it, has a great slider, curveball, and changeup combination. I don't think there's a pitcher in the sport right now that has the tools and the weapons and knows how to use them like deGrom does.
Lane Thomas now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And we are underway here in Flushing as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected. 85 degrees, the reading at first pitch. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
So we got him looking there. Number 3 is the second out of the opening frame. Juan Soto to the plate now. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Nimmo able to track it down for the third out. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Steven Strasburg gets the ball for Washington in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Ready now is Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's set and the pitch.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 1-1 home. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Belted high and deep into right center. Gone! Solo shot to right center. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. Strasburg has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job of keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. The 1-0.
Nope, that's down.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. And it's fouled away. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. And there's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Second inning coming up. It's 1-0 Mets. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Josh Bell. And now pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
That's
And
ball
he misses
3.
again, ball 3.
I got 3-1.
Yadier
3 balls, 1
Hernandez
strike.
will be next. The 3-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. The 3-2 pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
To the plate now, Yadier Hernandez. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Conforto will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
So 1 gone in the inning here with the runner at first, and Keibert Ruiz will dig into the plate. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 10.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Ball 2.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-1. Strike 2, swinging.
I got to count 2-2.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And that misses,
that's
ball
ball
4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box, Luis Garcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. So 1-2.
Ball, that's down.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Luis Garcia is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Carter Kieboom digs in now, trying here to plate the tying run from second. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Yeah, he's letting these guys know early on. He's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
And that one yanked just foul. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Bounce to first. And the two-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Nats leave a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Last half of the second set to go. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Strasburg comes set. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Ball one. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0 is a slider that misses below the zone.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now here's the pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ew, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Here's Javier Baez. Fouled off. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Gotta think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The left fielder, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's gone 3 for 8. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Now the 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. 9-1-2 due up. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the pitch. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now another 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one to make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Next, it'll be Lane Thomas looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Had to be sitting something hard right there, because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting,
Striding in now for the Nats, number 3. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Knee high, he barehands it. Got him. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and next to hit is the catcher, James McCann.
The catcher, James McCann.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Batting 9th.
So here now is the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Struck out in his first at-bat. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing the fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late right on time with the off-speed pitch next. So here's Brendan Nimmo as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. A ball and a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball 3.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fouled away.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. 3 complete from Citi Field. It's now 2-0 New York. So here is Juan Soto. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. No one can make a play, and the first Nationals hit is going to be extra bases. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. The 0-1 on its way.
Oh, that's low.
And he lays off for ball one. Soto leads off second with nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Count 1 and 2.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Nimmo in pursuit. He can't get to it. This one's down. They'll get it in quickly to the shortstop to hold the man at third, but they're at the corners to start the inning.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And they're runners at the corners now. From the stretch. Hard hit ball to second. There's Baez to second for one. On first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
And up next, it'll be Keibert Ruiz. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
Left side, but well foul. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Popped him up. Lindor is underneath this one. And he will put it away to retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Scooped up onto first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
Hey, great forehand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it. Had to take an extra step. I don't mind that, though. That's a great job to make sure he got a good handle on it and get off a good throw to get the out.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. And it's 1-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Good location on the outside corner there. 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he will swing and miss it. A breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Count now, a ball and a strike. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down the way, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Stepping in now, Carter Kieboom. As it's grounded sharply to first, fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So 2 out, nobody on, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. First pitch of the AB now. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The count now at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They're down 2-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
Strasburg comes set. Here comes the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Here's the pitch. Down a very undisciplined swing there. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high. But you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
So next to bat will be James McCann, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Look, now the pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. McNeil aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball.
1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. A runner at first with no outs here. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So here's the Mets pitcher. Jacob deGrom struck out in his first at-bat. From the stretch.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
0-1 count and the pitch.
No, that's down.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitch his second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. None out. Runners at first and second. And another foul ball. Here he comes again. 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And it's fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jonathan Villar comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 1-2. Hit hard towards the hole. And the sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Standing in now, Brandon Nimmo. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for the ball.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So here's Francisco Lindor now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. One and 0. Here it is. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. 1 run scores. And a relay to the plate. And he is in there.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble. But I think they went with him maybe 1 batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Austin Voth, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 50, Austin Voth.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he falls behind 0-2. From the stretch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Mets out in front, 5-1. Now at the plate is Lane Thomas. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch. Turned on down the line. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets him going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. So now to the plate, number 3, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. That's popped up. VR trying to get there, and that's going to land foul. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Thomas on at first, nobody out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And this is line hard to deep left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
Now batting.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Here now is Juan Soto, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Grounded softly down the line toward first. So this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runner still at second and third with one away now. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
The batter.
Now to bat, Yadier Hernandez. He's flied out and hit into a double play in 2 at-bats. First delivery to him. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. That's leave a pair. They're down here 5-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Two balls and no strikes. Voth stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And that's over. 2-1. Hey. 2-2. And right into the shift. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. 1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Now the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. This is lifted out to left. Hernandez is under this one. 2 gone. Next to stand in is Jeff McNeil. His prior history in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Soto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're up 5-1. Striding in is Keibert Ruiz. He flew out in his last AB.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's down.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Nimmo, but he won't get there. It falls in. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Into the box now, Luis Garcia, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
0-1, here it comes. And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 1-1. Swing and a liner. And through into left field. Back-to-back hits have him set up to start the 7th.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Carlos Carrasco is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Luis Guillorme will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. At the plate now, Carter Kieboom. Bouncer to the left side. The throw pulls him off the bag. Number 88 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 88.
He's set and the pitch.
Ball, that's low.
Ready. Here's the 1-0. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. 1 run is scored.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit. At the plate, Lane Thomas. High and deep to left.
This one's got plenty of distance. And as Nationals fans have heard before, see you later. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and this one gives them the lead at 6-5.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop, and he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Seth Lugo comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 67, Seth Lugo. Now batting, number 3.
To the plate now, number 3. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Next to hit, Juan Soto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Still only 1 out in the inning. And that's in there, 2-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a cold strike 2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Josh Bell will be next. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And that's the second out. Digging in next, Josh Bell. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Ripped on the ground to first. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
The left fielder, number 49, Yadier Hernandez.
Into the box, Yadier Hernandez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. And strike three there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Nationals 6 and the Mets 5. Ryan Harper will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Ryan Harper.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, James McCann.
James McCann.
He's set. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. He is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Ball two.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Next to dig in, Luis Guillorme. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Off for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. The 1-1 home.
Next out, 2-2.
McCann stands at second with no outs. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Good battle. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So stepping in is Jonathan Villar. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First delivery to him. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. Over to Bell for the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
So now to the plate, Brendan Nimmo. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
1-1.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Wow, another curve here that he can't seem to find the zone with. He's really had his share of troubles with location so far this inning.
The set and the 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3. Full count, 3-2. Ready with the payoff pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Up next to the net, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Striding in is Francisco Lindor. A potential tying run for him at third base. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You could work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Ready with the 3-0. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Paulo Espino answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Here's Pete Alonso. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. He's safe at the plate. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, Hero. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 offering. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Conforto behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
2 down, runners at first and second. In the dirt here, and a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Counts even at 2. The pitch. I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Right fielder looking up, still going back. Gone into the upper tank. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they open up a 4-run lead.
You know, D-Roll, you're not afforded as many mistakes when you're not throwing that ball in the 90s or above. And this guy needs to be real fine with his location.
You know, Dan, that's just a great swing by that hitter right there. Because when you see low velocity, a guy out on the mound that's not going to blow the heater by you, maybe sometimes you expand the zone. Not the case right there. He set him up. He wanted something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
He'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 1. Fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
That's a real nice location with that fastball. Up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The 2-2. Popped him up. Number 3 ranging into the outfield. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 10-6 ball game. Miguel Castro has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50, Miguel Castro.
New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Keibert
Leading
Ruiz.
off for the Nationals, the catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Here comes the 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Pitch on the way. Got him.
the bat.
And now here is Luis Garcia. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Now the first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Conforto is there, 2 down. And now in the box, Carter Kieboom. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Here it comes on 1-1.
The count is 2-1. Ball 3.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Andrew Stevenson will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Kieboom is off of first with 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for Washington as the lead holds at 10-6. Wander Suero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51, Wander Suero.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
The left fielder, number 6.
From the stretch.
Ball, that's down.
The 1-0. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The 2-2 one more time. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, it was a great battle there. And he was one strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
At the plate now, James McCann fouled off. A couple of walks for him thus far. And he popped him up. Here comes the left fielder. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Throw won't get him.
The bat, number 13. Second baseman, Luis Guillorme.
Into the box now, Luis Guillorme. Fouled away. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. The second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play.
Third baseman, number 1, Jonathan Villar.
Next to hit is Jonathan Villar. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Here comes the 1-2. This one's down to third. He's right there. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1 as the lead holds at 10-6. Jerry's Familia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Jerry Familia.
So kicking off the top of the 9th is Lane Thomas, and they could use a spark from him here.
In the last at bat, that breaking ball he hit for the home run, that was one of those meatball ones. A cement mixer just kind of floated up there. I'm not so sure that they're going to go back to the breaking ball here. And if they do, better location is definitely needed.
The 1-0 pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Next up is number 3. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Next, here is Juan Soto. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the AB now. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he fouls this one off. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Last strike now for the Nats. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump. But this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
To the plate now, Josh Bell. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Soto at second with 2 down. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. This ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Lays out, and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Boy, what a way to get that final out, D-Row. Talk about flashing some leather to end one.
No doubt, Dan. That ain't your generic punch-out or 6-3. That is a guy selling out, taking a chance, and getting the boys fired up for the final out.
10-6, the final score in this game. The Metropolitans put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Seth Lugo is the winning pitcher of record. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 10 runs on 9 hits. 1 error, they left 3 men on base. For the Nationals, 6 runs, 10 hits. No errors, they left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.